Hey everybody, thank you so much for coming to visit my Patreon site. So you're probably wondering, what is Patreon? Well, it's a new crowdsourcing website, a lot like Kickstarter. Crowdsourcing is where anybody and everybody can just donate money in the form of either pledges or tips to support something that they feel really strongly about and somebody who's doing something really cool. What sets Patreon apart from, say, like Kickstarter, whereas Kickstarter, you try to get a lot of money from a bunch of people to do one huge project, like, say, start a company or make a movie for independent artists. Patreon is more about making pledges and donations for individual content creators, so that every time that they put out a new piece of content, be it a song or a music video, or like me, where they write stuff. They might write articles, webcomics, short stories. Every time that one of us puts out some piece of content, then you make your donation. Now, just so that I'm clear, everything that I put out is completely free. It's just as publicly available. However you discovered me, my stuff will still be there. You're absolutely not obligated to pay anything. This is just a donation. This is just asking for donations, tips, if you will, because you think that my work is of some quality. It's completely optional. I'm just really happy that you're reading my stuff. I could keep doing this either way. This is really just me asking for support so that I can grow as a writer and stay independent. You can donate in a number of different ways. There's a bracket for what level of donation you want to make. I put out different rewards for each different bracket, but if you're concerned about maybe spending too much per month, you can put a monthly cap on how much you donate. Typically, I put out about 2 good projects a month. Hopefully I can try to get more in the future, but that's what you should expect, is that I'll be able to put out maybe a short story every 2 weeks, or a long essay, something that I'm really into right then, that you'll be able to see every couple of weeks. Some other rewards I'll be putting out later, that you'll get access to this activity tab up above me. I'm pointing at the ceiling, yay, we're pretending. Is that will be the first place I will ever publish something. Whenever I publish some of my content, you guys will see it earlier. You'll see it before everybody else across all my other networks. Wherever you discovered me, they'll get it after you guys here on the patron feed. The activity tab is basically just a feed. It's basically just a feed, a lot like you'd get on Facebook, except it's just for people who are following what I do and are also patrons. So it's just a great place for me to get to communicate with people who are my greatest fans. You know, it's a place where I can just hook up with them and find out, like, what makes you happy when you're reading the stuff that I put out. What makes you want to read it? What makes you want to share it? What do I do that's good that you like? You know, like, that's the stuff that's like the best thing that the content creators can ever deal with, is getting that chance to really connect with you guys. So you'll have access to that. Some other things that I want to offer to patrons are that I will follow you on Twitter, invite you to be friends on Facebook so that we can interact there. Some other things that I'd like to make available, to do, is to have some of you featured in some of my stories. I'll have little cameo ability that you'll be showing up in some of my stories, where some of my patrons being able to actually see my notes, that I'd like to publish my notes. I'd like to publish some of my rough drafts that I'm working on for projects coming up, that some of my patrons can actually take a look at, see what's coming up, give me their feedback on projects that are coming out, maybe ideas, maybe things that they would really love to see, or stuff that they really loved in the article. Anyone who just goes above and beyond what I could have really hoped for, I'd love to write your story. If you would really love to show me that kind of support, I'd love to give it back and write whatever story it is. I honestly don't care if you want to be a astronaut fighting off evil aliens next to Tom Cruise. I'll do it. If you want to write the story of your avatar from World of Warcraft coming to visit your school for a week, I will write that. If you want to have your grandmother's biography personally written by anyone, I will do that. Anyway, that's something I would truly appreciate, but really it's just saying thank you back. And like I said, this is all completely no obligation. Really, I'm just asking for support so that I can stay independent, so that I can keep doing this on a full-time basis, and so that I can grow as a writer, so that I can focus on my writing. Really, I just appreciate that you guys came this far, that you guys watched this video, and that you want to show me some support, even if all it is watching this video and maybe telling your friends about it. I just can't really say thank you enough. I'm still learning about all this. Like, we'll still be learning about it together. Me working through Patreon with all of you guys, and basically I really look forward to where this is going. I look forward to being able to make some really cool stuff for you guys, and I really hope you enjoy it as much as I'm sure I'm going to enjoy making it for you. Alright, well, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.